okay, I guess something's in the water now with the E Creative, because again, another pretty solid Raw. It was different seeing them start off with the contract signing between Daniel Bryan and John Cena. Normally this is like the main event, is a contract signing. They didn't touch each other. So this is an uneventful contract signing, which is very different to see. Then you get to see Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus, still favoring an injury, loses by roll-up. So it's weird to see Sheamus come off looking really strong, but actually lose the match. But solid match, because you guys have pretty decent chemistry. A lot of the matches this evening were actually really, really short matches. Darren Young, Dolph Ziggler, slightly above like a squash match. Fandango, Cody Rhodes, freshly faced Cody Rhodes, with Damien Sandow doing commentary, gets a victory over Fandango. I'll be honest, I saw that Fandango match with Orton last week. It's a ridiculous match. And I think that it was last week on Main Event, I want to say Fandango took on Cody Rhodes? They took on Christian. And it was a really solid match. Fandango was really solid in the ring. Cody Rhodes, really solid in the ring. I'm looking forward to see what they do with the Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow feud. We already talked about Ziggler going over Darren Young. Let's see, Titus O'Neil was also in a match, which he lost. It's sad because Titus O'Neil actually has got a lot of great potential to him. Out of the primetime players, he's the person I could really see taking over. Great on commentary, so he's got pretty good mic work. Does a good job when it comes to those overall characters' performance. Solid look in the ring. Dude's just huge. Gets a good response from the crowd, knows how to work it, and has that great big man look that Vince tends to drool over. Mark Henry called out the Shield. They came down, so did the Usos. So I'm confused now. Mark Henry went from feuding with John Cena, being a massive heel, to now feuding with the Shield while teaming with the Usos. No idea where they're actually trying to do that. It seems really bizarre, like they have no idea what to do with them. Total Divas, which I will probably end up watching this weekend. Oh God, it's going to be so bad. We're part of Miz TV. Seriously, if you're going to put like 8 divas in the ring and have them not do anything, just call it a tag match and get it over with. The sad thing is, I'm watching some of the matches they do on Main Event. Main Event last week, it was Layla and Natalya took on Oksana and Alicia Fox. And it was a decent match. But they don't want to put on a decent Divas tag match and give it like 5 minutes on Raw. Even though Raw is 3 hours. I don't know. But they'll give them like an hour-long TV show on E! So now you've got 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown, an hour of Main Event. It's right at 7 hours. Or you're at 6 hours. You have the Saturday morning shows. You're at 7 hours. Now you have a show on E! Those are going to take 8 hours for you to devote some time to the Divas. And it's not going to be in wrestling. Rob Van Dam took on Wade Barrett. Decent match. Nice, decent back and forth to it. I'm still surprised that they didn't have Wade Barrett go over. He made this huge deal when he made his comeback in a Barrett barrage, and he's just floundering. I don't get it. Winner of the first season of NXT, this dude should be making an insane amount of headway in the main event. Remember the matches he had against Sheamus? 6 solid feuds. Dude is a great brawler. At this point in time, you might as well make him part of 3MB and call it 4MB. Or have him take Jinder Mahal's spot. Seriously, he's not doing anything. CM Punk came out and cut another fantastic promo about him facing Brock Lesnar. Just... The saddest thing is, in this sort of match, Brock Lesnar cannot touch CM Punk on the mic at all. He can't. Which is what's great about having Paul Heyman, because Paul Heyman and CM Punk, they have an actual true history. So when they talk about it, It has that nice air of legitimacy, and it's just a beautifully done story. Period. Now here comes the overall coup de grace, the absolute maximum impact of the evening. Daniel Bryan did a gauntlet match against first Jack Swagger. Decent match. And then Cesaro. I don't even need to tell you that match was ridiculous. Just ridiculous. You might as well throw in CM Punk in that match and make it for all the titles. Just throw in every single title that he has. And be like, we're going to give you guys an hour. It's going to be a triple threat Iron Man match. Whoever gets the most amount of pinfalls or submissions, you get to choose 2 titles. Whoever gets the second amount of pinfalls, gets the other 2 major titles. And you guys become tag champs. And just make that match. Make pay-per-view around it, give them an hour, let them run, and just let it be a sick match. So, Daniel Bryan beat Swagger, beat Cesaro. And then the last person was Ryback. Daniel Bryan meets Ryback by DQ. Setting up next week where John Cena is going to take on Ryback in a tables match. Okay, the match that John Cena beat him at Extreme Rules. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Again, another nice promo from the Wyatt family. They did a great job when they came out on Main Event. It does seem like they're making this bizarre. Either they're trying to get Kane to join the family and have him go back to being an old school monster heel, which makes that a sick stable. If you were to have Bray Wyatt as the mastermind between his family and Kane, that is just a wall of butt-whooping machine right there. They don't need to be their main technical skills, it's just brawling. It's like a wall of fists just destroying everything in its path, and that would be a tremendous way to really destroy a group like the Shield, would be with something like that. Yeah, but that would be really interesting to see. And I also mentioned recently that the Chris Benoit movie now is a director. It's been trying to get funded for over 2 years now. It'd be interesting to see how they do that. Around, I think it was John Bradshaw Layfield when he was asked about the Chris Benoit incident, mentioned it'd be kind of like if you watched Rocky, and then at the end he killed his family. So yes, I do have plans of probably watching and doing a review of Total Divas. Hoping it focuses a lot on Natalya. If it focuses on non-Bellas, I think it could be worth watching. If it focuses on the Bellas and how awesome it is to be a Bella and how much it sucks to not be a Bella, I'd rather watch a Kardashian marathon.